Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Invisibility. Being snared in fire.
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick.
我是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
A wind of change is blowing. On it.
Prepare for
It's a
battle.
open secret, obvious to all, that this one is in the bag.
On it. I gust onward. I'm way ahead. Of course. On my
30
way.
seconds to battle.
I go. Attack! As the arrow flies. target practice. Ah! Of course. I go. I gust onward. Mother's born.
Denied.
I'm way ahead. On my way. Already moving. On it. As the arrow flies. On it. Taste my arrow. Try this on for size. My range increases. On it. On it. I gust onward. Here, have an arrow. I go. Already moving.
First blood. There's nothing
Of
more
course.
mysterious until it has been spilled.
Dire's courier has
At
been
them.
slain.
Pin! On my way. You catch my point? Denied. I'm way ahead. As the arrow flies. I'm way ahead. On it. As the arrow flies. On it. I go. 2 for 1. Of course. Already moving. I run like the wind. I gust onward.
How's it feel?
On my way.
I refuse you.
As the arrow flies.
My thanks.
On it. I'm way ahead. On my way. Already moving. I go. Shackled. Horse. I gust onward. On it, like the wind. In death. Reap the...
Radiant's courier has been slain.
Raining arrows? You've got my wind up. Burns, doesn't it? Wild winds rising. I'm way ahead. Try this on for size. Not enough mana. You've got my wind up.
With the fishes.
I gust onward. On my way. Of course. I go. As the arrow flies. Already moving.
I take it.
Action. Gotcha.
Next time, try not to die.
On it. I gust onward. Of course. I go. As the arrow flies. Raining arrows? You didn't need that. On my way. My feet fly. I'm way ahead. Hit! Already moving. On my way. Like the wind. On it. As the arrow flies.
What you came for.
Attack! I gust onward. Of course. I go. I'm way ahead. Already moving. On it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I gust onward. As the arrow flies. On it.
The enemy's
I'm way ahead.
bottom tower has fallen.
Already moving.
Nice try.
Tried failure. Didn't like I run like the wind. On my way. On it. I go. Of course. I gust onward. On it. You're not going anywhere. On it.
Times are hard for you.
Of course. My feet fly. Already moving. As the arrow flies. Like the wind.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I'm way ahead.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
On my way. I run like a wind. On it. Already moving.
Your top tower is under attack.
Every coin helps. Of course.
Your top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
I go. I run like the wind.
Your top tower is under attack.
On it. time yet.
Your top
I
tower
am
is under
not
attack.
ready. My feet fly.
Your top tower has fallen. Your middle tower
I'm
is
way
under
ahead.
attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
As the arrow flies. Incoming! On my way. I gust onward.
To the secret shop.
Your middle tower is under attack.
As the arrow flies. On it. On it. I'm way ahead. I gust onward. I go. Taste my arrow. Forced. On my way, like the wind.
Invisibility.
Ninja. Another arrow in my quiver.
Room in this lane for one stony killer, Tiny.
Already moving. Ah. I go. On it. Way ahead. Like the wind. On my way. Already
Your
moving.
top tower is under attack.
Of course.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Beneath the
Your
tree.
top tower is under attack.
For heresies unknown, the temples are created.
I gust onward. As the arrow flies. Already moving. The arrow flies. I go.
Your top tower is under attack.
Here, have an arrow. Thanks for the gold. On it. I'm way ahead. My feet fly. On it. Feel the wind in your hair. On it. I go. On it. Attack! Like the wind. On my way. Take my arrow.
The only mystery is how you lasted so long.
The arrow flies. Ah! Cold wind blows.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Double damage.
The enemy's top tower has
I've got
fallen.
on.
It's fallen to the dire.
Already moving.
The tower is under attack.
You weren't I gust onward. Catch my point?
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
On it.
Money to burn.
Already moving. Attack! Is it raining arrows? On my way. On my way. As the arrow flies, I run like the wind. Not yet. Already moving. Of course. On it. I press onward.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower
Already
has
moving.
fallen. The enemy's top barracks have fallen.
Reap the world. Reap the world.
The enemy's top barracks have fallen.
Incoming. Catch my point? Try me like the wind. On my way. Like him. Of course. I'm way ahead. At them. Focus.
what I want.
I gust onward. On it. Wild winds rising.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures.
As the arrow flies. On my way.
Enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Already moving. I'm way ahead. I go. Of course. Is it raining arrows? Taste my arrow. Attack! You've got my wind up.
The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
On it. As the arrow flies.
The enemy's middle barracks.
I'm way ahead. I gust onward. Steps.
Excellent.
As the arrow flies. Incoming! I gust onward.
I am mighty.
It's not time to die.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Yes!
Or just cut your losses.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick.
How close was that?
My quiver is full. On it. I'm way ahead. On my way. Of course. Already moving.
30 seconds to battle.
Attack! I go. I gust onward. I'm way ahead. Of course. Already moving. I go. Here, have an arrow. I run like the wind. On my way. As the arrow flies. I'm under attack! Attack! On it.
First blood.
Reach
And
the
it's
world.
already icing over.
On it. Like the wind. Hit! You've got my wind up. On my way.
Swarms over me.
I'm way ahead.
Your soul to crush.
Every coin helps. On it. Feel the wind in your hair. Already moving. I gust onward. On it. Of course.
हेलो हाँ जूस उठा ले पहला
Your turn to ban.
सपोर्ट है ना
5
सपोर्ट को उठा जूस
remaining.
तेरे लिए सपोर्ट लास्ट में लेता हूँ मैं हाँ
Your turn to pick. Your turn to pick.
क्या अच्छा है
Your turn to pick.
अल्फा वॉरियर क्या करेगा सोनू रेंजर क्या करेगा लेकिन तो है सॉफ्ट सपोर्ट हार्ड सपोर्ट
Your turn to pick.
हाँ नहीं मरेगा स्पेक्टर से 12 नहीं 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 विंड रेंजर खेल ले मेरे पास वेटो में विंड रेंजर खेल ले वाह
So, this whole mess is all your fault?
थोड़ा क्यों पीछे डालता है मैं स्ट्रीमिंग कर रहा है बाटली
Change is blowing.
It's in the bag.
As the arrow flies,
Prepare for battle.
तो फिर कम गाली देता हूँ ना फिर नहीं तो मैं पब्लिक के सामने कचरा हो जाएगा एक दो पब्लिक
I have the feeling this one is in the bag.
this one is in the bag
I go.
it's okay
That
डिवोर्ड होने से अच्छा
As
जल्दी
the
लगा
arrow
नहीं रहे
flies,
5 मिनट रहता तो है
already moving.
अरे यार
30 seconds to battle.
की लग दिया बे जो भी है सामने बस किल लेना था
I go.
हाथ चला जाता है यार स्किल पे तो खेलने का आदत है सोनू एमकेबी भागूंगा सीधा एमकेबी समझा जावलिन लेके बूट जावलिन एमकेबी
The battle begins.
समझा मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ
Time for target
ओए
practice.
सोनू सुन रहा है ना क्या
Of
बोल रहा हूँ
course.
फिर बूट ले सपोर्ट करते रहे पहला जावलिन आइटम ले फिर एमकेबी तेरे 4
On
बनने
my way.
सीधा बूट एमकेबी बस और एक पेल्टी डाल के फेल ले।
On it. I gust onward. I go.
क्योंकि का रेंज क्रीप डीले कर दिला मेरे।
On my way.
अरे जो गड़बड़ डीले मेरे सामने करने क्या बोलेगा अभी?
As the arrow flies.
अरे हट मेरा रेंज पे नहीं आ गया।
On it.
This is not good. This is not good.
Already moving. I'm way ahead. Pin! I gust onward. Taste my arrow. On it.
Get away, you!
I'm way ahead. On it. I gust onward. Of course. On my way. Ninja. As the arrow flies. Catch my point?
Get back.
Already moving. On it.
अबे अच्छा खेलने लगी क्या ओपी ऐसा कैसा
Radiant's courier has been slain.
I go.
मर गया
First blood. Just a
it's
As the arrow flies.
that motherfucker that मार दिया बे मेरे को क्यों ने सुन
On it.
क्या बात कर रहा है नहीं बे
I go.
that is awesome big man
On my way. Another arrow. I gust onward. Already moving. Shackle. Like the wind. On it. I'm way ahead. My feet fly.
सोनू मेरे पे आ इधर डिवोर्ट कर जल्दी हाँ
Of course. Arrow flies. Broken.
ड्यूटी ना तेरा तुझे कैसे मारा वो साइड के टेकड़ी पे इधर 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 उधर जाकर उधर से पीछे से आ उसको डाला
Got it.
Can't keep a good girl down.
बाउंड्री रूल से बे सोनू इधर है
I gust onward.
स्मोक करके आ रहा है, ब्लिंक आउट करेगी बे।
As the arrow flies. I go.
आ जाओ। यार आ जाओ जल्दी, मैं मर जाऊंगा इधर। वॉर तोड़ शुरू। शायद से उसने तरह तुम लोग का स्मोक देख लिया यार, शायद से उसने तुम लोग का स्मोक देख लिया।
Your middle tower is under attack.
तुम लोगों ने स्मोक देख लिया, उसने ब्लिंक किया था पहले उसके टीममेट्स को, समझा क्या?
Just flew back into town.
इतना फास्ट टीपी मारे ले दोनों, और वो पहला ब्लिंक मारी ना उससे हमको पता चला अल्टी नहीं है।
If you will not be wanting that fish, it will make me a very small snack.
On my way.
फिर भी कमबैक हो जाएगा।
I'm way ahead.
नाइस।
Of course.
टाइडेंटर को जीने कैसे दे रहे बे लोग अपना टीम? हाँ सॉरी, मार देना चाहिए उसको।
At them. Already moving.
ये आर्टिलरी के लिए फोकस कर रहा हूँ।
On my way. I gust on like the wind.
ठीक है, गंदा। एक तो मैं स्किल भी अपग्रेड करना गलत कर दिया है, और गंदा हाथ रहा हूँ मैं। तू मेरे को किसके लिए अल्टी बोला था? टाइडेंटर के लिए।
I'm pinned.
Swarms over me.
I run like the wind. As the arrow flies. I'm wind.
ओके सुनो, रुक मैं आ रहा हूँ, कोई तो लेन रोटेट कर रहा हूँ। इनफ ऑफ हीट
My
मीट।
second wind.
8 मिनट रखने नहीं मेरा बैंक में, क्या हो रहा है?
I go.
हेलो बेबी। अरे मार का फिर में आ जाता है।
Attack.
उसके बाद बॉटल में देख ग्रीन शॉट प्लस को रन नहीं कर।
Already moving.
दोनों टेकल देने को ट्राई कर। मिला बे,
I go.
टेकल देने को ट्राई कर।
On it.
डिवाइड भी कर, डिवाइड भी कर।
Your
गिरे 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 गिरे
middle
गिरे
tower
गिरे
is under attack.
क्या बे?
I'm way ahead. Try this on for size. My feet fly. I gust onward.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I'm sorry. Did you say
दोनों की
stop?
मर गया। ओ बॉटम टिप ये तो एक ओके
Tried failure. Didn't
Your
like it.
bottom tower is
उधर में
under
फाइट करें ना
attack.
लीड उठा ले टाइम लगेगा लीड उठा ले पहले
My feet fly.
मिड में लेवल अप ले थोड़ा क्योंकि मेरे
Your
को
bottom tower is under attack.
On my way. I steal from the slow.
ठीक है मैं क्योपी को मारने के लिए लॉलेस में गया उधर
Of course.
मस्त दो पब्लिक मारे थे बन की जाए
As the arrow flies. On it.
इधर का बाउंड्री उठा लिया था
Is it raining arrows?
अरे वो आफरून भी लेके आए थे रंडी तीन लोग मिलके मार रहे हैं उसको
Of course. Go. On it.
स्पेक्टर को हेल्प हो रही है वे सुनो इजी फार्म
On
हो
my
रही है
way.
जो भी मार रही ठीक है बाद में क्योपी को मैं मार दूं तो स्पेक्टर को ना मार दूं
Here, have an arrow.
सब रून ले रही है मेरी रंडी ब्लिंक है ना इसके पास एडवांटेज तो तरुण लिया पता नहीं मेरे को केयरफुल रहो क्योपी
Haste my arrow.
तू ले क्या
As the arrow
The
flies.
enemy's top tower has fallen.
जब बेच का फाइट ब्लेड मिल हो गया उसका पीटी ब्लेड मिल आई सी कांड हेडशॉट रैंडम इसमें मैं मारा फर्स्ट चढ़ा के
I'm way ahead. Of course.
Down for the count.
क्योंकि देखो अरे यार
Didn't realize we had started.
I'm way ahead.
इसको देख सुनो पावर शॉट दे ठीक से
I wasn't nice.
Your middle tower is under attack.
सोनू इधर बिहाइंड वार्ड है पहला fuck. तुम लोग के बिहाइंड इधर वार्ड है शायद से। अरे यार वो डैगर मारी रंडी भेजो तो अपन दोनों को लगेला है वो अंदर दोनों दिख रहे हैं अपन क्या जैसा
Your bottom tower is under attack.
I go.
Radiant structures are
स्पेक्टर पीछे और से मारा लेकिन
Your bottom tower is under attack.
हाँ मार गया ना भाई स्पेक्टर मर गया वो
Bottom tower has fallen.
Already moving. On my way. Wild wind incoming.
जो भी मेरे पे आएगी देख
On it.
तो लगा सुन लिया इसको मार दूंगा मैं अच्छा आई बड्डेला स्काई हाँ
As the
बड्डेला
arrow flies.
काउंटी के लिए खड़ा हो इधर
I go.
गान दम कितना है
On my way.
Top bounty run.
Every coin helps.
Amazing what you found,
A fitting
Lila.
bounty.
Your middle tower is under
I'm
attack.
way ahead.
तीन बाउंटी मिले ना दोनों एक
Your
नंबर
middle tower is under attack.
कवर हो जाएगा गेम क्योंकि तुम्हें मार दूंगा एक्सपेक्ट
Reap the whirlwind.
तेरे को बोला वही कर रहा है ना तू एक मिनट तो देखो यार दीना मार मेरे को
Here it goes.
नाइस
At them.
अच्छा है तो मेरे लिए आई ब्लिक मार के रून देख वॉच रून ले और निकल जाओ इधर वार्ड है नेक्स्ट वार्ड इधर है तो जाने दे सेंट्री नहीं यार उसका कोई नया स्ट्रेटजी पता नहीं बैटल फील्ड वाला पुराना स्टाइल से खेल रहे हो घंटा बैटल कर
Elbow strength
रहा
grows. Is it raining arrows? Every coin
बैटल ही
helps.
जाने का रहता है
Already moving. Of course.
कोई तो टेंशन है उसका एक रैवेज का और स्पेक्टर का अल्टी बस अपन सब मर गए तू विंटर दबा जैसा स्पेक्टर का अल्टी लगे ना दबा विंटर समझा सुनो
On it.
स्पेक्टर का अल्टी दबा
Not yet.
विंटर
I
दबा
run
और
like
भाग
the
जा
wind.
आई
Already
ड्राइविंग है
moving.
मेरे को ए सोनू मेमोरेंस ले इंट पे डाल हाथ में डाल
Was that
Yes.
intentional?
मेमोरेंस उठा
Of course.
क्या क्या था तेरे पास
I'm way ahead.
क्या था तेरे पास मेरे को बोल दो क्या अच्छा रहेगा नहीं विंटर ले ओले
As the arrow flies.
मेमोरेंस ले तेरे को अच्छा मेमोरेंस नहीं someone go here
I gust onward.
बॉटम रूम उठाओ यार बॉटम रूम उठाओ नहीं तो ओगरे को उठाने को
Ninja. Here it goes.
इसको मारो
That's like the wind. On my way.
मरेगी शायद से
On it.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Were you watching? That's how it's done.
Already moving.
ओ शिट यार वो जो झाड़ में बच गई ना सोनू स्पेक्टर के लिए जा उसको शक्ल अल्टी दे वो रेडियंस लेने के जाए एलसी में स्मोक करके जा टॉप पे जा टीपी मार के जा ना तू बेहनी का हुआ रोज एक झाड़ एचपी पे खड़ी है रोल आई एम कमिंग
I go. You've got my wind up. Try this on for size.
Were you watching? That's how it's done.
On it. I'm way ahead. I run like the wind. On it. On my way.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
Every coin helps. I gust onward.
Now that big a tribute.
कॉमेडी में पोस्ट ले लेगा सुनो.
As the arrow flies. Attack! On my way.
पोस्ट ले रहे हो लोग मार सीधे.
On it.
क्या आ गया?
I go.
आ गया ओके.
I gust onward.
पूरा आ गया. चारकोल जैसा सिस्टम. अरे वेम्बरेंस ले बोल रहा हूँ सोनू मैं. तू क्या तेरे को वेम्बरेंस ले बोला इंट पे डाल बहुत डैमेज है उसमें.
Tower is under attack.
On it.
अरे कोई नहीं है वो लोग क्या कौन वो लोग ने लेगा वेम्बरेंस बता. वेम्बरेंस लेने वाला पब्लिक तो नहीं है. घंटा वेम्बरेंस लेता
Radiant
हम लोग.
structures are fortified.
Taste my arrow.
Radiant's courier has been slain.
क्या ना चलो तो गांडी मारे पूरा इधर वार्ड है सुनो.
Your top tower has fallen.
As the arrow flies.
ये शक्ल दे ना फक बॉय तो इतना झाड़ी है सोनू. क्या पॉसिबिलिटी है उधर साइकिल का यार. कितना झाड़ी है इधर. जाके वॉकर की साइकिल दे.
Already moving.
हफ्ता है बेटी.
I'm way ahead.
अरे तेरा 5 सेकंड का साइकिल में मर जाएगी वो.
Attack. Is it raining arrows?
तेरी विजन में आ रही तू हग रहा है. स्मोक किया तुम लोग.
As the arrow flies.
मैं पे ब्लिंक इन कर दिए सीधा उधर. ये ऑर्किड डाले गया पे आके.
On it. Already moving.
पीके भी आने को आया उसका. यो भी खतरनाक लग रही है मेरे को ट्रैक्टर से ज्यादा.
Try this on for size.
Your
I'm way ahead.
tower is under attack.
Feel the wind in your hair. I gust onward.
आने वाले अपने गेम. इनके भी आ गए ना सुनो. इनके भी है. तो नेक्स्ट आइटम बीके भी ले.
I go.
How close was that?
On my way.
नेक्स्ट आइटम बीके भी ले और सीधा टाइड पे अल्टी लगा के मार दे उसको. बेचो समझा ना तू क्या बोला मैं.
My feet fly.
निकल जाओ दोस्तों. निकल जाओ दोस्तों. अच्छा तेरे को किल मिलते जा रहा है. थोड़ा होल्ड होएगा गेम. स्पेक्टर को भी मार देगा तू. ले तू ले डीडी.
Double damage.
Smoke us. Smoke and get someone. Tied dead.
Here, have an arrow.
तो वो स्मोक कर.
Of course.
Come meet. Spectre is low. Can you swashbuckle? इधर जा. दे शक्ल दे.
I gust onward.
शक्ल दे. अल्टी दे.
Incoming. Gross.
चलेगा ना. नाइस. We push. Bounty rules there.
Like
इधर आ. मेरे बाजू में दे, हाँ दे रहा हूँ।
Already?
जा 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 जा, विंडर उसको शक्ल दे, शक्ल क्यों भी शक्ल दे। माउंटेन लो, टॉप से माउंटेन लो।
I go.
मेरे को स्पेक्टर थोड़ी नूब लग रही है। टॉप से माउंटेन लो ना यार।
The arrow flies.
स्पेक्टर इज कमिंग टू अल्टी एसएस, अल्टी एसएस।
You've got my wind up.
तो तुम लोगों को निकलो बोला, समझता नहीं क्या बिल्कुल। स्पेक्टर अल्टी मारेगी, फेल देगी तुम लोगों को।
My quiver is empty.
Sure. I used to what spec. मैं समझा रहा हूँ यार, इतना बता रहा हूँ तुम लोग को। स्पेक्टर रिस्पॉन होके आ जाएगी, जो निकलो उधर से, वापस उसको हंट करके मारते हैं। अगर उसको मौका दे दिया ना तुम लोग अल्टी मारने का। कवर अप हो गया उसका, वेनी कवर 3 किल दे दिया। कीप फाइटिंग, कीप फाइटिंग, कीप फाइटिंग।
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
On it.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Strike them.
ट्राई कर।
On my way.
Your middle tower has been
My feet
denied.
fly.
शक्ल दे, शक्ल दे, शक्ल दे,
Incoming.
अल्टी दे।
Already
बस
moving.
पावर शॉट दे। इसको मार, इसको मार। कोई मार, इसको मार, मूवी दे।
Of course. I go.
यार बहुत टावर पुश कटाओ मत। पुश टावर टाइड इज नॉट देयर।
Reap the whirlwind.
The enemy's
gust
bottom tower has fallen. Dire structures are fortified.
I'm way ahead.
Get back all, get back all, get back all.
I gust onward.
वर्ड ले सुनो, फुकट का वर्ड है। वर्ड लेने में
I'm way ahead.
ठीक है, ये गेम कमबैकेबल है मेरे लिए। स्पेक्टर को मार दूंगा।
Of course.
ऑब्जर्वर ले रे, सेंट्री का जरूरत नहीं है। कोई इनवी हीरो नहीं कि अपने को सेंट्री डालने की जरूरत है। क्या
On it. I go. As the arrow flies.
उनकी
On my
गांड
way.
पटेली है। लेट्स
Already
स्पेक्टर कपत मांटा गेला उसका यार। शिट, अभी डीपी चलाएगा। मेरी तो हट गए, गांड हट गए वे। मेरे को मार ही देगी आके वो।
On it.
ए दोनों जो भी वेट लगा यार। हार गया अपने, एक ही मार गए थे। रैंक कब होने नहीं देंगे मैं तो। बीके भी नहीं चाहिए ना, क्या करेगा बेचारा। पर अर्था की कैरी गंदा है ये वाला। दोनों एक भी अच्छा कैरी नहीं लिए ना ये।
Middle tower is under attack.
उनके सपोर्ट 13 लेवल के रे गांड मारे लगा फिर भी उनका फ्लो ऊपर नहीं बढ़ता उनका स्पेक्टर मारने का
Under attack.
बॉटम टीवी मार टाइम पे और फोर्स पे जाने जाने टैकल टैकल विंड रेंजर को क्यों छोड़ रही इसको क्यों छोड़ रहा है वेस्ट रोकी को रोकी को क्यों छोड़ रहा है वैसे छोड़ना इधर विंड रेंज ज्यादा है तो
Already moving.
Your bottom tower is under
ठीक है
attack.
इसको नहीं मारा उधर उसको मार के चले गए वो लोग This is so bad. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Of course.
मेरा निम्बस अभी भी लेके बैठे लेवल होगी go 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 spectre is not here we can fight
My
can we go guys
I gust on. On my way.
चल दे इसको शैटल अल्टी दे
Like the wind. Shut. Here it comes. Fire.
ओपी इस मेरे पे मेहनत किया लो मारो सालों को
On my way. Reach the world.
ओपी
Another arrow.
ओपी पंगो स्पेक्टर को देख नाइस सोनू एक नंबर स्पेक्टर स्पेक्टर को देख
Cold wind blows.
रुक रुक मेरे को नहीं पता था बहुत फॉर्म है बेर माय बैड तेरे को स्पेक्टर को अल्टी नहीं लगाया था तुझको
Tower is under attack.
ठीक है हैमर ले डैमेज बढ़ा तो साइड बाय कर क्या है
Bottom tower has fallen.
तो डैमेज रहेगा डिफेंड करो पावर शॉट दे
Your bottom tower is under attack. Radiant
अरे यार वाह फॉल्टी नॉट नीडेड कौन देता है तो फार्म देख भेंचो दे छोटी आ गया है रंडी का भेंचो कोई भी जीतेगा इस फार्म पे तो
Of
डायला
course.
एप्पल भी जीतेगा राइट क्लिक करके
I go.
तो मारना चाहिए था अगर मिड मार रहा है ठीक है साइड में मारना चाहिए था वैसा कंबाइन नहीं होता अगर मैं मिड आ रहा हूं तो बाकी लेन में जितना चाहिए
As the arrow flies.
फिर वो फुकट फार्म दिला है क्या ऐसा कैसे फार्म हो गया
I'm way ahead. At them.
सबका ही सही किया छोटी वेंचर्स
On it.
ठीक है तो नहीं होएगा आज
Attack! You catch my point?
नहीं मार सकता
I gust onward.
नहीं जा पीछे उसको बचा इसको ले अल्टी दे क्या सोनू यार
Already moving.
अरे कितना लेट अल्टी दिया तू। एक बार अरे यार टैकल दिया उसको, अल्टी देना, कहाँ पीछे भाग रहा है भाई। मैं उधर मर जाती है, वो ब्लिंक इन कर दी। एक ही मौका था, अभी हारो इसे। अरे मैं था ना भाई, नींबू अल्टी है मेरे पास, तू चालू तो कर अल्टी, डीपी है तेरे पास। कर देता 2 सेकंड का 3 फटका होता है, 3 फटका। हमारे झाट पे उसने ये दबाया,
我是一个没有
रिंग
感
अपना
情的刷气
एशियन
游
रिंग
戏。
दबाया।
Has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Another shot.
Top barracks are under attack.
Here, have an arrow.
Barracks. Your top barracks.
ये पंगोली ने टक्कर अच्छा खेले थोड़ा सा, बट उन्होंने टक्कर को फार्म दे दिया, उसको पकड़ तो एक क्यों भी तो फार्म हो ही गई थी मेरे से, दूसरा भी फार्म हो गई।
Your middle tower has fallen.
अभी कुछ नहीं हो कर सकते हो,
Under attack.
कुछ नहीं मतलब कुछ नहीं।
My feet fly.
वो फील देखने डाल।
My feet fly. You deserved it.
इतना कुछ थोड़ा बनाने वाले।
On my way. My range increases. I'm way ahead. And the arrow flies.
मेरे को दे वो।
Already moving. You've got my wind up.
इधर का ऑब्जर्वर निकल दिया इधर का। हाँ फिर इधर ऑब्जर्वर था बेंच पे, इसलिए तो पकड़ पीछे पकड़ के मार रही भाई, ले साले
Of
मार।
course.
ले इसको,
Attack.
वॉल डलने आ रहेगा शायद।
As the arrow flies.
देखो जकीरो लेके देना है, जकीरो अच्छा रहता बेंच पे लेके मार,
I go.
सबको मार देता आग डाल के बेंच पे।
Like the wind. On it. On it. I run like the wind.
स्पेक्टर के सामने होल्ड गेम करके अपन क्या कर रहे हैं पता नहीं बेंच पे।
On my way. I'm way ahead. Like the wind. I'm way ahead.
Were you watching? That's how
बेंच
it's
पे
done.
पूरा वेस्ट हो गया उन लोगों का। अच्छा रैवेज वेज दे दिया उन लोगों ने, और रैवेज वाले के पास धीरे-धीरे
Your bottom tower is under attack.
नहीं करेंगे।
I run like the wind.
शटल दे अल्टी दे. क्या करो? फुल हो के आई देखो.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom barracks are under attack.
ओवर टैंकी दे कितना पाइप बना के बैठा मादर.
Radiant's courier has been slain. Your bottom barracks has fallen.
Shit यार.
Your tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been slain.
एक सोलो खेल.
Is under attack.
एक सोलो खेल जीत के जीता ना तो भी मेरा रैंक बोलेगा. क्या बोलेगा मैं हक दिल है. ओहो मैंने पहले ही सेकंड्स के लिए उधर लगा मेरे को लेना आ जाएगा भाई क्योंकि वो लेवल अप एक लेने के लिए हो जाता है. खेल रहा जा रहा है. क्या एक सोलो जीता तू. भाग चल फिर जल्दी.
मैं कुत्ता नहीं उससे भी खराब.
सनी को कुछ हुआ ना.
काली चाहिए मुझे.
It's all about humanity. all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity.
will guide you far away to a place where senses will decay. Your ghost and mind will shadow play. I got you wild upside down. your skin, you can see it beat, intoxicating your energy. First time in so long you felt the heat, evaporating your bindings. Move like the sunlight, darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the, move like the sunlight. Darkness can't hold you here. Bold and bright, push through the atmosphere. This is your dawn, this is your break. Move like the, move like the.
Five seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team's turn to ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant.
Earth Spirit.
Weaver.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to ban.
Max.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Oracle.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Vengeful spirits.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to ban.
Razor. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Radiant team's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick.
Bloodseeker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Ten seconds remaining.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, we've got a great one here again. We're getting the last pick, Weeha Invoker. I mean, is the magic gonna work? I love watching this hero, but I can't help but feel that we don't see it win a lot.
I have to concur. However, they're very comfortable on it. And this is such a 4 protect one, right? This is just like all eggs into the miracle basket. This should be pretty interesting. You know, the alacrity going to be thrown at him. They're going to probably have this Weaver go. this game. Yeah, this should be a fun one.
Well, let's see how it goes down. And Liquid themselves with their last pick, the Bloodseeker, another hero that we don't. You know, it's not sort of the top of the list for a lot of the teams when it comes to a hard carry right now. Pretty solid game, or is he going to struggle until he gets the BKB?
The two interesting things that I see at least with it is because it's, you know, it's going to be good versus the Weaver. The silence should be pretty phenomenal this game across the board. Actually, all 5 heroes don't really want to be playing against that Blood Right, and the Rupture. Troll can't control himself. You know, if you get ruptured and you ulted, you're gonna just run with that Rupture the whole time. Weaver also never likes to play versus that Bloodseeker either, because, you know, you get your thirst, etc. Lots of different reasons. The silence is all really good. So yeah, I do like the Bloodseeker pick. Just wondering how it's all gonna come together, as I believe Sid was the one talking about. A little bit of strong on the side of Liquid for pushing out lanes. The silence.
Very nicely done it. Level 1 magic missile into the Bloodbright, and that should set up for the kill. He's trying to find the angle to roll up. They're blocking him off, and first blood will go the way of Quakefa.
And that gives it to a Razor who's mid versus an Invoker. Probably gonna struggle quite a lot in that matchup, and now you're giving Razor quite a bit increase. He can actually, I wonder if he's gonna go for the Wraith Band, or if he's just gonna, okay, he is. I was wondering if he maybe just rushes for like boots, just to stick on the Invoker and completely cross the lane, because Invoker's so slow. And you know that Invoker's gonna rush boots himself to dodge the Link. But yeah, he goes for Wraith Band. Should still be a tough matchup for Weehaw.
And, you know, going on why they picked the last pick Invoker, would you agree with what the panel said? Is this purely looking at the fact that you're against these 3 cores, this Razor, Bloodseeker, Axe, that they want to be frontlining, right? They want to be running at targets. The amount of crowd control an Invoker offers is going to be a nuisance for them.
Yeah, I actually tend to like Invoker versus Axe, because Axe's mana pool is atrocious throughout like the entirety of the game. You get hit by 1 EMP, you're out of the fight. So you're likely to get counter-initiated on quite a lot by that Invoker, and I believe that's kind of the style. They have so many different saves and pseudo-saves, right? They have Oracle, they're going to maybe have a Weaver Ags, and then an Invoker Tornado kind of to cover as well. Yeah, they have a lot of different ways that they have drafted to protect.
Bottom lane, a bit of an attempt onto Insania, but Mickey able to keep him fine and safe, laying down the Bloodbright, putting Nigma off, pushing any further on that bottom side.
Like this lane set up by Nigma too. Running the aggro tri-lane, putting the Weaver, just my control, you're on your own up top. We don't want to deal with the pressure lane, and we want to actually apply pressure. This should be very beneficial for the side of Nigma. However, might actually give Boxy a really good start, which I think Sinner also was the one who was saying like he wants to see Boxy off to a good start this game because he's going to be so crucial.
Yeah, they need his setup, they need his catch to be able to follow up on. And ideally they want to get it up online before Weehaw has too many levels on the Invoker, and his crowd control and the way that he can break up the fights is at a higher level.
Yeah, and Weehaw already struggling pretty hard in that mid lane. 11-3 to the 3-0. Quakefa, he's got the Wraith Band, and he's going straight for those boots right after, so you see he knows exactly what to do in this matchup.
Yeah. I mean, it is just a very rough lane for the Invoker, right? Because nowadays you never go Exalt build, you go in this cross work, so your right click's already terrible. They can finish him off. Mickey getting low. GH7 to back off in south.
This is like a wand lane if I've ever seen one. Look at the stick charges up on the side of Nigma. They know they're playing versus Bloodseeker, Phoenix, and there's always going to be spells just spammed out, so they're all already built up to what, 7-6.
GH is going to try and go for this. Rolls in onto Mickey. Mickey lays down the Bloodbright. They turn with the magic missile onto Miracle. Mickey stepping away. The Purifying Flames actually healing him back up, and now Miracle's in trouble. He gets the Whirling Axes, the mischance, stopping Insania from connecting with the hits. Now turns the Whirling Axe slow onto the 3 of them. Another magic missile's out. Insania's trying to finish off the kill onto Miracle, and they'll get it. With the Bloodbright hitting, they kill off Miracle. Mickey's able to stay on top and get the second. It's a 2-for-2 on this bottom lane as it all kicks off. At the end of the day, though, Mickey is going to be the victor, staying alive and being alive for those 2. Getting the double, getting a lot of gold and a lot of XP in this lane.
Oh, the courier though, he walks it into GH. He gives it for free.
He was just too excited, you know. He's like, guys, I just got a double kill in this tri-lane. And it always happens. It always happens after a moment of greatness, then a courier comes in and dies.
He whips the tornado on Quakefa.
He's still got a plan for it. He's dead.
He's dead.
I mean, it's a hard mid lane, and Quakefa he's certainly giving him a beating.
You can't miss
on the poor old Invoker.
You can't miss the tornado when he's static blinking. He just ran right through it and got the stick onto him, and now GH bottom.
Pop the fire. He's got 1 charges available. And we'll pop them now. He's able to back out at the last moment. Turns around, kicks the stone back. Spirit's ticking him down a little bit. Magic Missile into the Blood Right again. It's this combo that's constantly keeping Nigma's heroes very low on this tri-lane.
Oh man, Bloodseeker's just got his own natural form of regen built in because he went for the 1 point in his Blood Rage. So the Sustain War is definitely going to be won by Liquid, it looks like, down here for the next few moments. And Boxy is absolutely maximizing now because of this. He knows he's in that 1v1, so he's just going to be pulling these creeps around into the camps that he can find, if there are any, since he did block the big camp with a sentry. Then he'll get quite a bit more farm in mind control doing this. And Boxy's going to have a good game.
Mid lane, Weehaw was able to land the Tornado EMP combo this time round, so not really a threat of Quoik for running them down. No mana regen on Quoik for right now. Still, obviously, the CS very hard. Quoik for having those stats with the double Wraith bands. He's got just enough for the link. Another Tornado's out, but he doesn't quite break it. At the same time, down bottom, Liquid, they'll get one. They might even have a good shot of getting GH. He's got the roll back up in a second. And Sania, can he get him? Magic Missile, he can't. This Blood Right does still connect, but Mickey's not going to be able to dive underneath this town. Again, it really is just the funds that Nigma's having to put into these consumables. You're just seeing salve after salve being popped down here. And as you mentioned, you know, Mickey, he doesn't need that. He's going to come out on top, and he's 3-0-1 already in this laning stage.
Yeah, and you see the way that he's itemizing too. Look, he's got a bracer. He just wants to tank up, and he knows he just needs to survive the burst damage from Big One. They should be able to turn for the kills. Mickey
going to try and go in on him. He's got the help from the side, but the Brute does hit. He's going to continue to run. GH with no spells left available. They're both on cooldown. The Blood Right's going to hit onto GH. GH pops the stick charges. He's trying to finish off Insania. He's not going to be able to get him. Insania will live. It's another kill for this safe lane Bloodseeker. Mickey, 4-0-1. It's just getting better and better for him down here in this tri-lane.
Not looking so good of a start here for Enigma. All three lanes looking pretty good for Liquid.
Very good. I mean, this top lane, I mean, you said it. You know, if Boxy, he is this player that if you just leave him on his own, he's just going to be able to maximize his farm to an insane level. He's got 52 CS against the Weaver, you know, and this Weaver mind control, he's farming all right, but it's just the fact that Boxy is getting so much out of here, and no surprise at all there with the CS record.
And he's even stacking the camp for himself with the battle hunger.
Like the efficiency,
it could.
Okay, I was saying it could be any better. It could be. There's always room for improvement, even for Boxy breaking records with his CS. But no, honestly, 58 last hits, eating every wave, eating the jungle creeps. This axe is going to be huge.
I'm tempted to just say rush the blink. I see he has the stick ready, but if he gets such an early blink dagger, that's going to be so good for their team to just set up every single fight, and it's going to come at a really early pace. And that Axe versus the thing is Axe versus Troll, he can dunk through that ult.
Yep.
If he does get set to the low threshold, it's going to be a lot up to the Oracle if he can keep him the ultimate at a high threshold, and then
No, it's definitely, there's a lot of things that Miracle's got to be careful about in this game. It's not a game where you think, oh, it's an easy troll game. It really is not. They've got a lot of counters to him, be it the Axe dunk down, the rupture, the link.
Yep,
the attack speed.
They really triple down.
I mean, it's, they've got all the answers for a troll until the troll has sort of those, you know, sort of mid to late game items. Before that, it's all on Kuro with the saves, and even then, it's still not easy for Miracle.
Yep. Yeah, he switched to the blink dagger right away. So he's level 8 now on the axe already.
I mean, that's insane. Yeah, because down bottom, everyone's like level 3, level 4, and then level 8 on boxing. That's ridiculous. We'll see another fight kick off in this tri versus tri lane. Insania looks like he's going to accept that he's gonna die. He's running, he's popping the stick, but he's under the tower. They've got another root control. Enigma will be able to kill the Venge.
Will they get the illusion? They will not. Bully GH with that.
Boxy's going to hit 100 CS before, like at a timing that I don't think we've probably ever seen people do so in such a long time.
Yeah, he's
like
gonna
this is so quick. Soon. This is insane.
They're just gonna. I mean, everyone's HP pool is gonna be so. Oh, he's just gonna call, get like 1-2 spins, and then dunk over and over again. This is looking amazing for Liquid.
2K lead already.
Weehaw is trying to at least mess with Boxy here. Maybe some TP's coming in. Okay.
Let's see what they can do about this. EMP. Tornado's down. They'll be able to drain his mana, but they'll help GH. They'll have a go at this. He'll pop the call, go for the TP out. Actually cancels it then. Knows that GH still has a rolling boulder, so wouldn't have been able to get away with it nonetheless. Tries to stand his ground and in fact kill them with him, and one more spin would do it. He's chasing down GH. He's going to get it. He's now into the trees. He has a Quelling Blade, so he can kind of cut his way through and juke this out. At the same time, Quakefa makes the move down bottom, kills Miracle underneath his tower. Boxy's still alive. Weehar is searching, knows that Boxy's solo, has got the cold snap. Boxy should finally fall there. Tornado, they'll finally get rid of him. But certainly causing a nuisance and making space. As I say, Quakefa had the room to step away from mid because there was no threat of his tower being pushed with the Invoker out of the picture. Goes bottom and kills off the cap.
Yeah, you know that they felt like they needed to make him. They're like, we can't just let Boxy do this. He's getting away with far too much, so they make the rotation. And as soon as they make that rotation, like you said, GH isn't bothering him anymore. So it's a dual lane versus tri-lane, and they can even bring in more rotations. Excellent moves by Liquid. Very well prepared guy. Weehar does have the Urn finished up, at least, right, for himself. So now he can be active on the map too. Get those Urn charges up and be pretty aggressive.
But here's that timing. You know, one of the pluses of Boxy dying here is that he's able to come back out on the map with the Blink Dagger, and that certainly it's very likely to catch Nigma off guard. It's very, very early. They would have been aware that he was getting a lot of farm.
Perfect timing for this outpost.
See who wants to make the jump on Boxy. Blood Bright's out. He's going to look towards GH. Turns over towards Kuro. Backed in the river as well. Quakefa. He's just going to kill Weehar. What was Weehar doing? He was trying to join the fight, but Quakefa says no. Boxy isn't managing to dunk down Kuro, and GH just dies to the Blood Bright.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a mess. It's a big old mess right now.
He's like, I don't need to farm anymore. Now is like this is the best possible situation for an Axe. He's like, oh, he's gonna go hunting.
He's gonna get the grab onto Miracle. He's gonna need a lot of spins to make this one work. Gets another. He's gonna need a couple more. I mean, Miracle, you gotta remember, he's still level 5. He's not 6. TPs have to come in to keep him safe. Mind Control's come over to this half of the map to try and push Boxy away. But Liquid, you could just feel it. They're just in full control right now.
But this Axe has 16 armor. All right, they got the EMP and Tornado.
See if they can finish him. He's got friends, though. Quakefa and Insania are around. He goes for the cool onto Mind Control. Into the Magic Missile. There's the burst to kill him off. They do the dunks there. Boxy, he's just toying with them. He's saying, come and get me. Come and get me. And he does not care.
I didn't point this out either, but maybe the best item Axe could have gotten this game. He got an Arcane Ring. He's playing it versus an EMP Invoker, so he's gonna have that extra mana pool always to just jump up and go for these plays. That is actually phenomenal luck for him there, but he's been owning anyway, so.
Yeah, and it's the fact that the number works out so perfectly, right? Because the thing that screws him is if you're going on Axe, he gets his mana drain. Sure, he's getting spins off, but he can't get that finishing nuke off. You get 75 mana from the ring. Dunk, it costs 60, at least at the level 1. So at this stage of the game, he's always going to be able to get the dunk off, despite the EMP being there most of the time.
And I was mentioning how your mana pool on Axe tends to be pretty bad. You throw this on top. Look, he's got 600 mana. That's fantastic.
What is it, plus 10 in?
Plus 10 int.
Plus 10 in. That's 1,000 gold worth of in.
And he's just going to get another one.
All right. Boxy's got to calm down. He's got to calm down here. Just getting a little... Oh, no.
Mind Control.
Oh, not the time lapse into the Blood Bright. There's no escape. Mind Control. He is dead. Double kill for Boxy. I mean, we might as well just give him the win right now. This Axe.
This game is gonna be real hard for Nigma to come back in. Only 12 minutes in, but the pace at which Liquid's gonna be able to set right now is gonna be crazy. Like Miracle, he's gonna be desperately trying to look for farm. But like I said, Boxy, he doesn't really have to farm much at all anymore. He's gonna finish up this camp right here because it's double, but it's all about just the hunt. And then that's gonna give Quakefa so much space to finish a Yule's already. Yule's done at 12, so another amazing item versus the Troll Warlord too. Everything coming together for Liquid.
Weehar's on the hunt top. Tiger is a little low. See if he can try and go for a poke here. It does have the mana for the Supernova though with the stick charges. So we'll be able to save himself, and we are unable to quite the grab on him. Here's the smoke movement.
It's go time for sure. They should just go for fights non-stop. There's no way that Nigma can take any fight here.
Oh, have some mercy on the poor young Invoker. There's no mercy to be had. There's on top of him they jump. The call dunks a little early. It's not even needed. Boxy gets another kill with the spins. This game is rapidly falling out of control for Nigma. They've got to find some sort of way to slow it down, but against the heroes that Liquid have, it's just not there. I mean, we talked about Invoker obviously having the crowd control, the can sort of disrupt these sort of plays, but they're just playing too fast on Liquid. The levels aren't there. Weehaw can't turn up to the fights because half the time he's being jumped on before they even start.
Yep, and Liquid's draft overall is just, they have way more team fight in comparison to Nigma's. They've got this Phoenix Axe. Axe has the way to cover the Phoenix, so the Phoenix Egg sometimes in the beginning of the game isn't so strong, but if Nigma does try to actually take a 5v5 fight, they're just going to get absolutely destroyed. They are nowhere near ready versus this Liquid draft. And this is also a draft, as we said, there's triple counter versus that Troll Warlord. So even if Miracle finds some space to farm, there's going to be ways that they already have that address him.
Yeah, it never really feels like he's going to be in the clear this game.
No.
Regardless of if he is able to get items to catch up, he's just not been able to find the space. He's going to go for the Asher into the Battle Fury. I mean, he itemize this Battle Fury build, as we're seeing on a lot of cores, really coming back into favor. And for one of the reasons being that if the game, you know, mistakes are made by Liquid, you are going to at least be farming at a rate that you will be relevant in the later stages of the game, where maybe you stand a better chance of turning things around. Because as for now, 14 minutes in, it's looking pretty grim for Nigma.
Yeah, GH is level 6 now. They're looking for a play.
Roll in onto Quoifer. Quoifer with the yours. He's able to send himself up into the air, dodge out the MP. The silence is there. The blood rides down. And now they've got to turn and run, Nigma. They will manage to finish him off with the Gucci from Mind Control. They get the kill onto Quoifer, but they've lost Weehaw. Swap to the side. Trying to break himself away. Will turn with the magic missile. Tiger looking to get in position. The call. He catches the two of them. The egg. This is going to be successful. Mind Control is trying to get it. No, they get it. They're able to do it. This is Nigma with the turnaround. They're able to finish off the egg. Shikuchi forward. They can try for Boxy and Mixie too. Boxy and Mickey, they're the last two left alive. Mickey, he turns though. Kuro, he falls. Boxy and Mickey, they're still fighting. They're still strong enough to just fight them back as the two of them. Another dunk from Boxy. It's Miracle. He's going for the yeah. Oh, the dunk's a little early. Wasn't quite low enough to nuke out. But Nigma, it looked like they were going to make the turnaround happen. They do manage to take down the egg in time, but the problem is Boxy and Mickey are just that far ahead enough that they can tackle them even when Nigma have the advantage in numbers.
It definitely scared. I was very impressed at the way that Nigma actually took that fight. They were able to kill that Razor super quick because he focused everything on him, caught them off guard. They get the egg. But yeah, like you said, these two, the important ones, staying till the end. Mickey with that thirst building up, he just was able to clean up at the end there.
Yeah, it was having the power of the Weaver with the Germinator and Mind Control is able to do a good job of taking down the egg, and he wasn't caught in the initial call, so him being the main reason why Nigma were at least able to get those kills and make sure that fight was not an entire wipe.
Full Maelstrom now finished on Mickey. And Boxy, I believe, that's the Vanguard too? And level 12, so now he has that higher threshold. 25.
Mid. Fine with Mickey a little bit, taking away some of this mana. Weehaw still trying to find the gold to get that Spirit Vessel done. Miracle's farm, Yasha's out. He can continue to proceed towards the Battle Fury, but it's going to take him a fair bit of time.
They're still just looking for some kills here. Ward on the high ground. Taiga will use Fire Spirits. We'll be able to get that one taken out.
I want to try and get the jump on Weehaw. He's poking around the trees. Line's been drawn, Insania and Boxy going around by the river. Taking out, pushed away. On his own though, Boxy not really quite the damage. He needs to catch him in the creep wave or in a camp to have a job of bringing him down with enough Whirling Axe procs.
Looks like both teams are content with farming. I mean, Nigma, of course, they want to be able to get this time to farm, but Liquid looks like they're okay with this. They're fine. They're okay just backing up and farming. They know that they have this advantage right now. Just trying to pick up a little bit more of those items. Both going for the double BKB, both Quoifa as well as Mickey, which looks to be quite strong this game when you're playing versus an Invoker. If you get BKBs that early, that does, Invoker does not do much of anything.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Say both teams using this time as best as they can, but even though they have the lead, they're called to work towards the next big items. We'll have coming on Tiger next up on the list. It's BKB, Boxy. See what he does decide to invest into next. Already 1,000 gold on top of the Blink Vanguard.
Tiger's expecting something moving up here. He has that ward on the side. He did see GH as well as Mind Control. Looks like he was probably say, like, if they go on me, Boxy, be ready. And Boxy was definitely looking over there. Speaking of BKB, also Boxy gonna be going 1-for-1. So yeah, triple BKB will be the big timing that Liquid's looking for to just probably just steamroll the team fight and then look for a Roche, because they can take Roche at a pretty good pace too on their side.
Yeah, they're gonna hit a huge peak of power with those triple BKBs.
GH.
Top. Good positioning from Tiger. Blocks off the rolling boulder. Manages to keep him in with the static link. He's burning him low with the Sun Ray. See if it should be enough. GH. Yeah, no rolling boulder for 6 seconds. The Sun Ray does get put to an end though, and Tiger's getting gone on. He'll get the egg out. Mind control is able to turn, but there's the Yaws. Quaper sends him up into the sky. Doesn't matter. He's still able to get down and kill off the supernova. Mind control will manage to take that and escape into the trees with a quick TP.
Nice try for the Yules play. That was a good attempt to try to get that egg to pop for one trade.
Radiant's middle tower shouldn't have to take this abuse.
Look that they're trying to get aggressive down bottom here. Koifa leading the charge.
Has been scanned. So Enigma are aware. Miracle's actually going to charge straight into it. So over towards Insania. Koifa pokes to the side, starts to get the link going, but it will be broken. He decides to bail on Insania. They're bringing the numbers down at Enigma. They'll kill off the Venge. And they're going to be hunting to see if they can catch anything more.
He's actually slowing him down and burning his mana with that defusal.
Yeah, the rest of Enigma are also coming across to help out Mind Control. Potentially continue to fight into Liquid here. Another Shikuchi forward. He knows there's no Supernova 2, still on cooldown for nearly a minute. As the defusal slow onto Tiger, will jump to the side, and with the blood right out, the space will be cleared for the rest of Liquid to escape.
Nice way that Enigma actually approached that one there. Just throwing out a scan, and then Miracle just dives forward there, knowing that they can have the rotation, and then Mind Control. They know that the Axe TP top, so he just chased him and drained his mana along the way. Now mid.
What? Magic Missile on the GH is getting burst pretty quickly. The swap as well, keeping Weehart at wreck. He shields up four of them here. Weehart cannot run, jump forward, Boxy with the dunk.
Godlike. 10-1 and 2.
Yeah, the king of the game right now.
Oh, and the silence, it actually catches Mind Control up top with the rupture. He's gotta go down. Yes.
All right.
Monster kill for Mickey.
I mean, that's a pretty big one for Mickey, considering Mind Control. He was kind of the top performer on Enigma's side up until that point. So Mickey getting that solo. That's a huge jump forward for him. Down bottom, Miracle will pop the ult. Liquid able to peel him away. He's too low. Bam! Boxy comes in with the dunk. They'll head over towards Kuro, diving past the towers. Kuro's taken out. GH has got to remain hidden.
This is getting out of control. It's BK. Is now all gonna start coming online. Enigma, even before these BKBs are finished, are having no success with attempting to take these fights. Liquid and Insania, even the majority of the wards that I've seen been placed. Yeah, these next few moments are just gonna probably get worse for Enigma. As look at Liquid, they're just constantly chasing. Do they have a dust?
Oh.
Tiger, you had a dust.
Oh, did he?
Oh, Tiger, yeah.
Oh, he did.
He was too focused on his home to get the level 12 for his supernova.
You know, classic support, you know.
Yeah, he was looking
a tome. Oh. Yeah. No, poor Tiger. Didn't catch.
They would have definitely
there.
had that kill though if he popped it, but yeah, his focus was elsewhere.
I mean, maybe it was the big brain players like, dude, I don't care about killing Weehart. I'm saving my dust for Mind Control. You know, he doesn't want to waste a dust on the Invoker right now. He knows that Weehart's behind. He's saving it for the bigger stuff.
Level 12 now, though, on this Phoenix. Let's take a look. So level 12 is the 4 position on Liquid. Let's take a look at the supports on Enigma.
Oh, it's a big jump. It's a creep wave. Are they going to have the damage to bring down low enough? I mean, he's got no ult. He's got no ult. He's got no safety and no backup.
I mean, these you know, we always talk about gold lead, 12,000. The experience disparity is unbelievable in this game. It's getting close to a 20,000 experience
on top
at the 20-minute mark.
It's another catch. It just doesn't stop. Boxy, 12, 1 and 4. BKB gold is basically there.
Bring up those hero levels on the side there. Look at that. 17 Razor, 12.
Bottom. He does get the kill, but he may just die for this. This time Tiger comes in with the dust. He's not going to mess it up this time round. They've got the Yules to put the rolling boulder to an end. Liquid, they're going to be able to clean up those two as well. 29-10 at just 22 minutes in. There's nothing that can stop this man and nothing that can stop this whole team. There's Liquid. I mean, we saw a glimmer of this yesterday in their series. There's just no messing around from Liquid anymore. They are just turning up, and they're steaming through these games.
And the way that they picked, the way that they drafted too, right? Like they wanted this Razor, like the way they snap picked their, they knew the kind of style that they wanted to play. And Enigma is just not prepared for this at all. All 3 lanes going successful for Liquid. From the start until now, it's been pretty damn clean.
As you look at Quaitha's nearly double anyone's net worth on the side of Enigma. Oh, top lane. It's another call, it's another catch, and of course, it's another kill.
Triple BKBs are now finished for Team Liquid. They're coming out on their couriers.
If we can run down Boxy. They've got to kill him. The tornado, not quite there. Neither is the EMP, as we might have to go back to Hogwarts, as this just ain't working out. Oh, we will die. Miracle. He's dead as well.
I think they might call it in a second here.
He might just. This was a rough one. I love to see the Invoker, but this hero, it just seems so hard to get it working in pro play right now. We're seeing a lot of teams try, and they try, but it's never much more than that. It's a hard hero to play.
It's tough because like he has these weird, because his laning phase is just not good, and then he's not a wave clear ever, so your mid laner just has no wave clear, so you have to be playing and roaming around just trying to take fights constantly. I mean, he just died in the lane. He couldn't play versus Razor, who's a lane dominator, and it's just been super clean plays from Liquid all around. 17,000 gold lead, experience above 22,000. This is going to be painful to watch the next few moments. If you're an Enigma fan.
On mind control. Oh no, be careful. Just stay in those trees. Do not come out. Do not come out. He came out. He came out. He came out. And he died. Should have stayed in the trees. Should have stayed in the trees.
And now mid. Look at Boxy. No hesitation. He saw something. Weehaw.
Quaitha's got the slow on Kuro. It's diving in on the Oracle. Kuro tries for TPS. Let me out of here. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, look at top two. Look at they're killing everywhere. They're killing from lane to lane to lane. GH
just doesn't stop. Oh, the TP!
Oh. He tried.
He tried. Nice try. Nice try. Wasn't good enough. Wasn't good enough. Sorry. 3 dead on Enigma yet again. 36 to 10. It's a massive one to start the day. Yeah, it is. For Enigma, a very clean one from Liquid.
Yeah, they look great. I love this. I really love this draft. I feel like it covers so many of their bases. The only thing that we were talking about is they lack a little bit of wave push, right, on the 2 supports, but when you dominate your lanes and you're able to just play at this pace, you don't really have to worry so much about your supports pushing out lanes because you're just always grouped together. And
there we go.
There, the base is already getting knocked down.
Oh, we are. Don't stand there, sir. I mean, he has the false promise back up, so they will at least be able to save him a little bit, but he's going to have a lot of damage coming down on him. They set him up with the Yules. It is inside the base. Weehard dies. He'll buy back. The Supernova's out. This time there's no one in position to hit it. They've just got to run away. It's a dunk onto Miracle. Liquid, they're onto the tier 3s. And yeah, I was just sort of standing there at the front. I mean, he was chilling. Liquid, they've got no chill. They ain't got time for anybody trying to stand there and have a bit of a... it's just over. Box. It's... Right, let's go next. Let's go next, shall we? It's all... I see. Boxy. In again. Catches Kuro. Mind control. He's looking at Boxy. They do have the silence, but that is it.
They just have to watch. Look at the 2,500 HP on the Axe with the Vanguard. They don't even have. They just don't have the damage. They just don't have anything here at this point. They're gonna try to hold through it, but
we've seen those numbers yet. Quaitha, he's got the same amount of farm as Miracle and Mind Control put together right now.
Yeah, 665 GPM. Pretty damn good. 16-1 and 9.
I mean, dude,
can't really ask for much more.
He has the same amount of farm as we are. The 2 supports of Enigma put together. Wait, no, and plus Miracle. I mean, it's he's got the same net worth as 4 of the members of Enigma put together right now.
Yeah.
At just 27 minutes in as well. That's the thing. This game it's not even late. This is still pretty early.
This is one of the bigger leads we've seen. I mean, it's almost 1 kill.
It's early. It's so early.
Yeah. It's like I said, the experience too. It's above 30,000 experience lead Now they're just, I mean, they're just backing up, farming. They're just chilling. They got no rush. This game is clean and in the bag for them.
Yeah, we've got a point for 1,000 away from Satanic. And he's got the status resist stream, having the good old Titan sliver. SMY Satanic, you cannot touch him.
Oh my god, he's actually going to have all of that already. I mean, they couldn't even hurt him before.
No. They did the once.
They did the
one death this game.
Once bottom.
Who hasn't died? Mickey hasn't died this game. And I mean, Boxy, yeah, he's only died the once.
Insanio's got the 6 deaths. He's the one who's just like, that's his job. Yeah.
That's his job.
Mind control.
Oh, don't show yourself mind control. Just stay in the embers. Just stay right there. Battle Fury is done on Miracle. The comeback can now begin.
Step 1 of 10.
Yes.
10,000, sorry.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's bottom
We
tower.
are. He's got the meteor. He wants to clear the creep wave. They're ready for him though, Boxy. Oh, the range creep. It's all.
Boxy's actually, he's heading over towards mind control's area. He wants to catch that bug.
Oh, the scan.
Oh, he scanned
beautiful.
him. Bug detector activated.
He's waiting.
He's waiting.
It's stir up.
He knows he knows what mind control is going to come out and clear the wave.
He knows.
Oh, he's hunted.
It.
Oh, he's got him.
Trees even.
Out of the embers, into the blade mail. Is it enough damage? It's not. He'll still get the time lapse off. Goes for the TP out. And that will save him.
Okay.
Mind control will live today.
I mean, Enigma, they know at this point they can't play normal Dota. This is not a game of normal Dota for them anymore. The only way that they can have any type of success in this one is just playing, cutting creep waves and just hoping for some type of massive mistake by Liquid, but it'll take so many as we
Got the Essence Ring.
Radiant's top
And
tower
with the Ghost Wall.
just as much
With the
Thirst. They can see him now as
They're
well.
chasing. Run, little wizard, run! Another kill.
They made Miracle. He showed his face.
He's not going to be fine here. He does have the ult. Does get swapped back. And won't even get the chance to press the ult. He's dead. The slaughter continues. Liquid up to the high ground. They have a fortification, Enigma, to buy them a moment of time. And Liquid aren't going anywhere. Swap back onto Kuro. False promises himself. With the damage, it's going to be, you know, there's no maps to be done here. He is dead. He is very, very dead. No buyback available on Kuro. He's out of the game for 70 seconds. Liquid now onto the barracks. Don't have the creeps with them quite at this moment in time, so the racks will live for another moment. Tiger is bringing the bottom wave round. Boxy's on another mission of bug hunting, by the looks of it. Just seeing if he can catch mind control, but mind control's just making his move straight towards the mid in an attempt to skip the creep
Is he
wave.
just trying to get courier? Maybe he's just trying to get 9 couriers.
Barracks are taking damage.
Nah, he's just going for creeps. 9 is, I mean, there's going to be a courier passing over.
There's going to be a lot of them. They have items that are being delivered.
Oh, I mean, dude, if you have guessed, that's the Pasha.
Oh.
That's the Pasha. Oh, but now they're aware. Mickey's got to be careful. He's going to take the courier
fallen.
away from that mid lane area.
Yeah, yeah,
Just keeping it safe.
He's mostly going for the creep waves. He's trying to slow it down, but slow down for what? As Liquid, they don't care. Raxes are taking mid on their way bottom with that creep wave. He's standing there.
He's always on the front. He's always on the front.
And Box just knew. He's just like, oh, he's done it 2 or 3 times already.
He's just going to be standing there.
Yep.
Every single time he's on there at the top of the stairs, just enjoying his life, having a look out at the open vista. The high ground, and suddenly Boxy jumps in, the big old axe, and smashes him out. Roll forward, GH, he's in the blood right. He's silenced and dead, so is Kuro. There'll be a buyback for GH. But this bottom Rax is gone. It's Liquid. They just charge in. They're happy to fight Enigma up to the fountain. Up. Right up to hit.
Look, Mickey. He's, Mangos.
Oh, the great Mango heist of 2020.
And the tier 4s. Liquid. A clean, beautiful game by them.
There's the GG.
Back to the drawing board for Enigma a little bit.
Yeah. This This game one was probably one of the roughest games we've seen here at the Blast Bounty Hunt. Just 32 minutes of just constant beatdown. Liquid 48-11, 31k lead. It's not bad.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it rain tonight. We're gonna let it rain tonight. We're gonna let it just like the sunrise. We're gonna let it rain. just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up, babe. Tonight we gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, that'll make you faint on sight. But she looks like trouble. Her lips so kissable and poisonous. I know she won't be good for me. But I don't care, 'cause I know it's so rare. You're enough that me to get a chance with a girl like her. And I won't waste that chance. 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 'Cause she got me like.
Dire team ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team's turn to ban. Radiant team's turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team's turn to pick. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Of pain.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's Dire team's turn to pick.
Dragon Knight.
Mirana. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Witch Doctor. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Dire team's turn to pick. Oracle. 10 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick. Clockwork.
10 seconds remaining. Dire Team's turn to pick.
Earth Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team's turn to ban. Meatball! Ten seconds remaining. Dire Team's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire Team's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant Team's turn to pick.
Jen.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Even you should have seen that coming. But you didn't.
Where did I go?
我是一个没有感情的刷钱机器。
你行，你行，你上，你上，你行，你行，你上，你上。How you doing?
Thank you, Shiva. Yeah, we're going to get to see it, folks. And Weeha Meepo coming in at the last moment, fourth pick to see if it's going to be enough to allow Nigma to turn around a series that was off to a pretty rough start for them after game one. Is it going to be enough, folks?
It looks pretty good, especially with the Chen, and them moving it as a core Chen is pretty interesting because then you can get the timings even faster. So we can get those auras online at the same time that the Meepo is looking to just cruise and take over the game. So, okay, yeah, it's interesting. And more importantly than anything, look at this Queen of Pain.
Oh, yeah. Let's look at this Queen of Pain. Miracle, of course, with that beautiful Arcana that you can get for the low price of level 455 on the Battle Pass. And honestly, I was playing with this Arcana this morning, folks, and I won 2 of the 3 games I played with it. Okay. That is many more than I should do when I'm playing Queen of Pain. So all I can take away from that is that this Arcana, it is pay to win. Now we'll see if it works in competitive, if Miracle's going to get the win this game. But you know, you can't go against science.
Yeah, no, I dislike quite a bit. The ult for me, the persistent ground effect is the one thing that throws me off a little bit because it stays for a second and you're like, wait, is that like a
dude? It's like
that's the only.
It kind of looks like there's like 2 fishes coming out the side as well. It's pretty wild.
It's cool though.
Pretty wild. I mean, it looks amazing. And I can't. Well, you've got to get 1,000 hits with the Sonic Wave to unlock the alternate style.
Wait, it's 1,000 to get it.
1,000. I don't think it's kills. I think it's just hit with the Sonic Wave.
So each one counts. Like if you hit, like, what if you hit 5 Meepos?
Yeah.
What if you hit 4 Meepos?
Oh, it's on the wrong team. Yeah, I was gonna say it's on the wrong team. He could have been Arcana farming. Yeah, that's the real counter to Meepo.
Yep. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Koikfa, he's starting out with the quad mango this game for the lane. I wonder how much they're going to address this. I'm expecting Taiga to actually move mid a lot this game. I feel like they're going to leave Boxy at some point bottom by himself, and Taiga's just going to keep roaming and just looking to set up on Weeha with some triple raises to shut this Meepo down to mess up the timing. But we'll see. I think that would the really good ideas that he can do, because it's a Chen clockwork. Like, Mirana's going to be just chilling down bottom, arrowing whatever creep that gets taken over.
Yeah, that's true. And
ooh, he misses.
Should be under no threat of dying as the Mirana in this lane. And
missed the first range creep already with the arrow.
And I think the thing is as well with the 2 of them that they're not really going to get kills onto GH and Mind Control, right? They're relatively tanky, and Mind Control's got that aura with their headdress. They've got a lot of sustain, so
yeah,
it feels hard for Liquid to make a play onto a hero in this duel.
Exactly. That's why I feel like it's just probably a better allocation of resources if he does make his way over there, because they're just going to get harassed pretty hard down bottom. GH does take a tower hit, but just fine.
I mean, meanwhile, mid lane, you know, for just landing the razors on his own, he's forcing Weehaw to get that regen really ferried out to him. You know, the razors, they absolutely hurt the Speedpo every time he tries to step forward and clean the wave out. It's off to a very solid start.
And he has the double angle at the ready too. He can already start priming Weehaw.
Weehaw's got to be careful. He can potentially take a lot of damage, but does want to commit with them. We'll pop the first one, as Weehaw just has that last tango. I mean, sure, he can start getting extra regen out, but it's going to take a bit of time with the movement of the courier at this early stage of the game.
GH, he's actually trying to just pull some creep waves. It looks like bottom for the Chen. If they can maximize a little better. Taiga is chasing. Just to bother that one. Okay, so top, let's take a look at this lane. I don't think this is going to be a really exciting one. I don't really want to even look too much up here, because it's going to be an Oracle just dispelling off. I mean, if he does go for Shadow Strike, you see Miracle obviously has not skilled anything yet. Yeah. Save him for the Scream of Pain. And I think it should be a pretty passive kind of farm style up there.
And do you like this sort of draft style from Nigma, where they say, well, we've got a Meepo. We are going to purely build around this very clean timing of you know, with this off-lane Chen, this safe lane Queen of Pain, where you're investing everything into having this really powerful spike quite early in the game.
Yeah, I think it's a really perfect kind of option, and we've seen these Queen of Pains in the safe lane do well, even when they're not playing on just a tempo kind of setting draft.
Sure.
They've actually been able to go for like these Orchid timings or something like that, and actually become a real carry as well. I don't think there's any quite, but yeah, he's owning the lane. Weehaw actually just getting pushed away just because of that Shadow Fiend.
Yeah, he's gonna have to start
huge.
Catching up in the jungle here to the side.
Yeah, I want quite. Oh, actually, missed that one. Wow. Okay, they actually were able to set up an aggressive play up here. Tania pushing himself up just a little bit too far versus that double range.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Has to be careful. They do have good bursts, and particularly when Kuro has the Maledict skill, the combination of that with a leveled up Scream will hurt.
If he takes it. Right now it's more of just a farmer, or more of a just kind of staying. It makes sense to this game, as we mentioned, for several different reasons, the aura and everything. It's going to make a lot of sense if he puts multiple points in the Voodoo Restoration. So this game, I was going to mention how Koikfa, I feel like I want him to build tanky, but also I feel like an early BKB or somebody to have a way to get him out of cogs. Shadow Fiend versus Clockwork is always one of those weird matchups where Shadow Fiend hates getting collapsed upon, even if he's ahead. And yeah, Clockwork always is going to be able to do that. So I would like Koikfa to try to go for that one early. Just some type of defensive item for himself. Will also luck out with the rune on an arcane top.
Yeah, very fortunate for him as well, because GH was also hovering around, seeing if he could get an angle on him.
Full bottom.
They're trying to make a go onto Mind Control. Boxy's still got a leap. He's got the full tool set to go. As Boxy does have to back off as GH comes in. And that will at least save Mind Control, as Mind Control is able to keep himself out of the way. Boxy very low on the position. Now he's got the back of the Tiger. Tiger did have a salve to top him up. But it is interesting that they do still decide to have Tiger down here. I mean, do you continue, like, even though he's sort of jungling in the camps, do you feel like Liquid could try and play up into the high ground and try hard in his position? Or is it a lot harder now that he's kind of left the lane as a meat?
It's too hard now. He's got like the two meatballs. He's in the jungle constantly. They want to try to get kills. They might be able to get this one on Mind Control. They will.
All right, finally able to get the kill down there. Comes up to bounty rune spawns. Arrow's going to be juked out by GH, so be able to grab the one, and already Weehaw was able to get the other deeper in his jungle.
They got off.
So no more. They did. Good cash bonus for Nigma, and 5 minutes in, very even right now. Less than 1k gold difference in it.
Yeah, even though Shadow, you know, as you mentioned, Koikfa's having that fantastic start, it's Meatballs. He hits his level 4, goes to the jungle, catches up extremely quickly. Maybe now Taiga, I don't believe, does he have a ward? Should be, okay, not coming out on the courier. I thought maybe they'd give him the ward, but he already placed one at that bounty area on the right. So now he can start looking to kill whenever Weehaw does show his face. And they have a catapult, so that's the important one.
Gonna try it. They do manage to connect with the stun. A few razors would do it, but Weehaw's already able to poof out to the side. Jumps back, GH comes in with the TP, and Liquid have the retreat.
It's Arcane Rune Shadow Fiend though, so he still has a lot of mana to work with, and to keep the catapult actually does get taken out there. Been able to keep it alive. But that was definitely the right move. I like that one by Taiga. He's trying to protect his wall. Yeah, Weeha knew they'd place that one there. Immediately takes it out.
Looking at this top lane, Miracle's farm, it's not amazing. You know, he's certainly being kept held back a little bit as the trade's being made there between him and Mickey, with Mickey having the edge in this lane right now.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last long.
Yeah, a good creep wave coming in underneath the tower too. Just the level timings what matter the most here for Miracle. Once he gets that 6, he'll be more than prepared to make rotations and blow up any sort of dives that come in from Liquid.
GH.
Wrapping around, Mickey trying to cut himself out. The cogs. He's out to the side. Tiger comes in with a reaction. It's a good kick as well, connecting on the 3 of them, slowing them all down. Mickey hiding in the trees. He'll be fine to regenerate. But with this rotation, they're all so low. He'll kill off Miracle. GH. He'll cog in Tiger, but he has to keep himself alive as they'll be able to clean up both. Enigma just diving a little too deep.
They really wanted to push the issue because they still had their catapult alive, so they wanted to get the tower damage as high as possible. Also going for that one, but just throws him over to Dallas. Not even able to get kicked versus that tanky DK as he's gone the 3 points in Dragon Blood. Level 2 Maledict. He just stands for it. 15 feet per second.
Comes mid. Will show himself. Tiger in range to get the roll off. We've got the ward down here as well, so good vision of Tiger's movement. The
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle
one
tower
out.
is falling.
Tower in the mid lane goes down. 7 minutes in a very, very, very quick tower taken.
Look, he actually does exactly what I was talking about. First item BKB put up. He's gonna switch into it. Very good choice to go for that this game. You can match the pace that Nado's gonna try to set, and for the reasons I said before, versus Clockwork, you almost have to go for this item on Shadow Fiend early.
Yeah, because what is rushing a full just never really viable on the core. Does it just feel bad?
It doesn't get you as much as you'd like, right? Yeah. Like if you want a Dragon Lance or Hurricane Kite would be fantastic, but too expensive as bottom.
Yeah, so they can finish him off. Foxy is turned upon, has been maledicated. Tiger's the focus, but there's the save. Insane is able to come in, provide a bit of heals. GH still staying on top, will be able to block out the rolling boulder. Tiger trying to run, a few more right clicks will finish him off. Nigma do manage to push the Earth Spirit out of the game. Keeping it even again. I mean, this is already a whole lot better for Nigma compared to what we saw at the start of game 1.
Yeah.
There's a close beginning. We are getting his farm as the Meepo.
He's far up. GH is there. They have the invis. Do they have detection for him?
They do. They've got the root. They've got him trapped.
They got him.
Big rotations from GH.
There's always going to be the scary thing about Shadow. And even if you're ahead, if you get collapsed on, you die so easily.
Miracle also coming over. Does have the Sonic Wave ready to blow.
Okay, he's actually queued up for... okay, he's going to be the one doing this aura at least. So he's kind of acting as that off-lane quap that we've seen. He's going to be going for the mech, and Mind Control's doing Dominator.
I mean, how does that sort of affect the timing as well? Like, in what situation as a quap are you going straight for the mech rather than the more common Necro book into the mech?
I guess they just really want to just take advantage, and it's like Sandra was mentioning, right? It's all going to be about that first rush timing, because then they can just take over the whole map. So I think he just wants to get it as fast as possible.
Tower is under attack.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he is going to get it quick, as you say. It's going to be online. As we say, we just don't see quaps getting it as the first item. They're very... It pretty much always is the level 1 Necro book on the way.
Yeah, because it's kind of like people. I know I've seen a couple of people mention it's like a pseudo kind of Midas now in a way, because you're not only just getting the usage of it, which lets you farm everyone, but you get so much mana regen from it, which is fantastic on a hero like Quap, who already has a natural way to farm with Scream of Pain.
Radiant's bottom tower is
yeah, and one of the things when you do go straight for the mech is, you know, that plus your spells. That's kind of your whole mana pool gone. You know,
yeah, he at least has a faded. He has a brooch at least, so it's at least a little bit extra mana that he has. And he's gone for Arcane Boots.
Top Boxy gets one. Miracle's going to come in with the TP, trying to hold on to this tower. This tower is going to go down with the 3 of them pushing on. Mickey with the other Dragon Form step. Oh, Miracle, but Miracle blows him up with the Sonic Wave. A little bit of surprise from the trees there, as Mickey just underestimating the damage that will fly out. Miracle will blink up to the side, but quite for with a haste rune. The arrow connects, and Miracle is going to pay the price with his life. I mean, it looked cool.
It was. I mean, it was still a really good play by Miracle. You can't underestimate how strong Sonic is early. 340 pure damage is just absolutely insane this early in the game. So gets the kill for himself at least. Does not get a tower deny, so Liquid still pretty happy with that movement. Able to get that follow-up kill. How's our levels looking like for everybody? Level 6 is on both supports for Liquid. Level 5 still on the supports for Nigma. Everything else about even.
Into the jungle they go.
Miracle?
Nigma.
Yeah, my control brings him down here.
That'll be the route coming through, but already out with the blink to the side. Tiger towards GH.
That
GH
arrow.
Kicked into it straight away. Tiger able to find the perfect setup, getting him in reach of Boxy. Excellent coordination.
And we see Taiga, he's actually queuing up for an item which I was talking about a lot the other day on FNG, doing it on the Witch Doctor. Going for the Veil early. Oh. Really like it. They have so much magic damage that's going to be amplified up versus that Meepo.
Yeah, you need it against the Meepo, yeah.
Yeah, and in particular, too, you're going to be able to counteract the potential of them going for all those, you know, those auras. They're going to eventually go for the pipe and everything, too, so this will be a good way to at least nullify it a little bit.
How's talking about the Meepo? How's Ria's farm looking? He's halfway through the Eagle Song, already has the Ghost Scepter, so E-Blade will be there in, and, you know, sort of the timing that he'd expect to be getting as this Meepo. He is there at the top net worth, and his game is, you know, it's all on track for Weeha's Meepo. He's getting the space to clear up the jungle just as he would wish, as Liquid haven't really get over here and pressure this Meepo's farm early on. He is going to hit this first starting timer.
Yeah, it's always going to be tough to get like onto the opposing side of the map, even if you have good heroes to push out lanes. You're playing versus Chen. Chen's always just kind of creeps pushing in. You got rockets flying, and then Queen of Pain also pushes lanes in really fast. So, interesting to point. Boxy's actually queued up. I don't know if he's gonna switch, but he's actually just got a straight MKB queue.
Dude, well, I know you had the series off yesterday, but he did this yesterday and he smashed with it. He ended the game like 16-1-14. He went double Wraith Bands into the MKB. And then I think he went for the Daedalus straight up after it. Okay. He like went full right click.
Cool.
And he had an insane game. So this is sort of, as I did advise the viewers when we saw it yesterday, I was like, don't jump to do this straight away in your pubs. You know, go offlane Mirana and farm an MKB. But Boxy, he makes it work.
Sure, I mean, I'm down. I like MKB Maelstrom. Those are always like the neat item builds on Mirana that work really well for damage. Top. They're trying to set up for Miracle, but the wraparound.
That's a big wraparound. Yeah, GH and Kuro are here. They'll lead him with a hook shot straight away onto Koi for Tiger jumping to try and take a bit of the share, but there's the bounce over. False Promise comes in onto Koi for the fear, pushes back the three of them. He turns with the raises, takes down Kuro. GH and Miracle have to back up. They did manage to blow up Tiger, but they do not get that SF as they would hope for.
I love that play, though, by Tiger. Oh, bottom. Mickey, he's invis. He's set up on him. See.
Gonna start slowing him. Quofer looking to clear up the army. As he's going to get a fair few of these creeps. Dragon Tail to buy a bit more time, but looks like Mind Control. He's got the movement speed to get himself out of that. Won't be able to quite stay on top.
So that's cool. They talked about a little bit on the panel about like kicking people out of the cogs and stuff like that, but that's a pretty cool thing that Taiga can do is if Quakefa is in a rough spot, he can just roll in and eat the death. He rolls in, kicks Quakefa out, gets in position for the Oracle to save. That's definitely really nice. This is 2 items picked up. DK now Blink, and that big timing for Nigma. The Ethereal Blade is finished. Right. And I believe the mech as well is done for Miracle. It's about to be.
Yeah. Just 100 gold off the recipe. And he's going to have it. And they're going to smoke up. So this first reveal of the E-Blade. Who's he going to find? That's an excellent lead in. They managed to... The SF Tiger tries to roll across to help, but with the Sonic Wave, it's too much burst for Quakefa to sustain. They kill off the SF. Now they can try and move in for more. They're looking to chase down Mickey. Mickey's Elder Dragon form will come to an end. He's still allowed to blink off to the side. They're trying to chase down Insania. There comes the E-Blade Blast to slow him down. They surround him. Enigma will be able to take a second as Weeha comes into play with this E-Blade and can start really putting the pressure onto Liquid as Enigma start to enter this realm of the game where their draft hits the power spike.
Huge power spike here. Now, Mech is coming out, like you said, and they kill the Shadow Fiend now right before he's about to finish BKB. That could have been pretty different there if he did have it finished up and he was able to actually get his spells off at all. But yeah, now this is changing the whole dynamic as the game as they're almost fully in line with exactly what they want to have for the game. The pipe is about to be done, Mech is done, everything's coming together.
Now all in on this moment for Nigma. Now that they are heading over towards the direction of Roshan. Liquid's going to have everyone alive. I mean, is it at a point with the items they have that they can just step into. Really get away with when Liquid is up as 5.
Ooh, should be scary because Shadow Fiend loses all his souls as well, right? When he dies, he loses half, so he's got to like kind of recuperate and build that up. They don't have Dragon Form ready.
Okay, so you think Nigma could go in and take it?
They might just be able to, yeah. Level 3 Penitence as well. It should die at a decent pace. I don't know, it should be tough. No BKBSF. Maybe is he going to sell something to buy it? I don't know, that's a little...
What's his money look like? Yeah,
yeah. He's gonna sell something too big. He's going to sell like the wand. That's...
Yeah, selling the circlet is still going to leave you about 100 short.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, he doesn't want... He is going to have a head out and hit a creep.
And he doesn't have... I mean, he'll have Requiem by the time, kind of, when they're all set up around that Roche, but this one looks like Nigma should just be able to get away.
Pretty much the timing that Liquid really needs to get done is box his MKB. And then at least at that point, when the fights do kick off, he can leap in and just shoot someone down and have a pretty good shot of doing it. Obviously, there are ways to play around it. Nigma, having Weehaw, having the E-Blade, he can save the target.
Mm-hmm. It's also just scary to play Mirana versus Meepo ever. Your mobility is non-existent. Yeah.
There we go. Into the pit they go. Arrow is out. But as expected, I mean, Boxy, does he really want to do this? I don't know, the hook shot will miss. And Tiger's going to try, he's in! And Mickey, he gets the snatch! The false promise is there onto Tiger, keeping him alive as well. Mickey gets in, gets the edges, gets out. The Magnetize as well, bringing Nigma low. They have to back off. Tiger will fall. Boxy jumps in from the back. He's killed off Kuro. The Magnetize is continuing to tick them down. Nigma has to escape, but they'll lose GH as well. Weehaw will manage to get out of there. Miracle and Mind Control still on the retreat. They will also get away, but the jump couldn't have been better there from Liquid getting in. They didn't get the kill, but they got what mattered. They got that Aegis, which would have been so important. A crucial pickup that Nigma needs to really add to their power spike. Liquid's just gone and taken that away from them.
I mean, that's the dream. That really is the dream. Slowing down a Meepo lineup, you get that Aegis now. Now you have your BKB timing on your Shadow Fiend too. This could turn out to be a really close game. This is pretty exciting. That is a huge
perfect timing from Tiger and Mickey with that blink, which I think it had only just picked up before that play happened. Had it at the perfect moment.
Yep, and Boxy with that arrow from the back lines to kind of mess with them too, because they put some attention to him on a second there too, and it gives all that information for his team to jump in. Super good for Liquid.
See what the move now is for Nigma. You got to imagine in their heads at this point of the game they would be pushing with an Aegis. They haven't got that Aegis, so things have slowed down a little bit again for them, at least more so than they would have liked.
Yeah, and now, like we said, they're versus that BKB Shadow Fiend who has the protection for himself versus all this is Taiga.
Link out from Miracle to the side, turns over towards Tiger, starts to punch back at him. Also with the wraparound, Kuro and Weehaw, they're coming in, they're looking for Insania. Cast, the bounces, the coconuts, it couldn't be better. Perfect coconut play there from Kuro. As the two of them, both Quakefa and Insania, caught right next to each other, in hands, taken to the grave.
They still have all this timing coming together anyway. Even without that Aegis, all these auras, they're still relentless looking for the chase. Knowing that their power spike is still there even without it. They can still kill all the heroes of Liquid quite easily.
Boxy. Very close to completing that MKB. Need to be wary. How's Weehaw doing after the E-Blade? Yeah, they're purely looking for the setup.
Tower's got problems.
And obviously the Silver Edge going to be incredibly useful, taking down a big old DK later on in the game once Mickey does have a few items upon him. And most of the time, as you saw there, I think for Nigma, it's going to be about finding the supports. If they're able to instantly take out Insania before the fight kicks off, suddenly, even with the BKB, if this SF gets surrounded by an army of Meepos, he's still going to be slowly beat down.
Yeah, and there's also damage that will go through that BKB. There still is a Sonic Wave. There still is, throw the Death Ward into for Kuroki.
Enigma. Finish off this tier 2 tower down bottom. Continuing to take the objectives at very good pace this game. 4K lead for them right now.
They're just gonna have so much sustain in that side of these fights. How's our mind control Chen? Still at quite level 12 for that level 2 Hand of God, which gets quite a lot better from that 250 to 425. But they're gonna have so many different forms of heal. Pipe, Greaves, I think are finished too. See how Liquid does choose to take these next few moments for themselves. They still have about a minute left on that Aegis. Do they want to press anything? Just guard their outpost, it looks like.
Scan comes in. Does Nigma start to sweep across towards them? Foxy showing in the lane. Has finished the MKB. It's on its way out. GH
stalking him.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh!
He was invisible. GH couldn't see him, you know?
Oh no! Hey, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen to the best of us. Yeah. I mean, that was.
Their hooks blocked.
He had plenty of. They both sort of stood still before they tried for it, and then it was just bam right into the backside of Weeha. Oh my goodness! Well,
he's still stalking.
Yeah. He's not gonna find anything though. They're well and truly out of there. And Boxy after that MKB into the BKB. Wants to make sure that he does have some sort of safety if the Meepo does get on top of it.
Yeah, he needs to. He already has. I mean, he already has his damage built in for himself with that. So, Koikfa, he's going raw damage as well. BKB into straight Crystallis. He actually gets fortunate of finding. I think this is a pretty good pickup here for the SF. Is a Vambrace. You don't have the best stack gain really, so this one actually bumps you up, especially because you went for a first item BKB. Pretty decent for him. And let's see the smoke.
Making this move without quite and Insania, but at the same time they will show mid. Maybe this allows them to catch Nigma more by surprise. We are on the pop the Silver Edge, starts to step in, they put the Moonlight Shadow. Mickey's going to try and jump to the back lines, but at the same time GH is able to get to the back lines of of Liquid. As they get in, they kill off the Mirana. The rest of Liquid, they've just got to roll out of it. Tiger and Insania on the retreat. Sentry's down, jump from Miracle, he's trying to go, but Quake's in position, and Miracle, he jumped into a trap. As Quakefa was there, prepared. The temptation as a Quap, it's always going to be there to jump in aggressively. But with an SF waiting on the high ground, an instant death for Miracle.
Requiem to, of course, get it, but you can tell that they were on full retreat. They can't take the fights versus Nigma's 5-man. They're too strong with all these auras. Everything built up, mind control, even queuing up that Crimson guard next. Vlad's finished as well on the clockwork. Yeah, these 5v5 fights, they're just far too much sustain. And this Meepo, level 17. Delphine, kind of keeping up with it.
Maelstrom on Mickey. Feel a bit more with the army that's going to be running at them down lanes. But still very much Nigma continuing to hold on to this strong moment that they have right here for the opening of this match with this lineup. They're playing fast, they're taking towers, they're sitting around this top lane ready to push in again. Miracle halfway, just over halfway towards the pocket. And diving and try and kick him back, but with the root control from Weeha, Tiger will fall. Nigma just continue to eat up heroes, consume the map, play to the advantage that they absolutely have right now. 6k lead, they can start knocking on the high ground. They have everything required. The question is, the Liquid, can they push this back?
They don't have D-push. Their D-push is raises. That's pretty much it. It's very difficult for them. They get the arrow connection onto Weeha here.
Try. But GH, she's in with a hook shot. The Sonic Wave on the three of them. The BKB has come out as well as the false promise, and it wasn't quite enough burst. Mickey, the coconut's bouncing over to Wasn't, but he's able to hide himself with the Moonlight Shadow. They keep him safe. It's now the arrow off the mark from Boxy. Liquid, can they try and catch anyone here? Nigma up to the high ground they go. Nobody ending up going down there. They didn't have enough follow-up after that Sonic Wave to get any of the kills, and all it was is just a bit of a pushback on Liquid as Liquid hold the high ground, and they do manage to keep that tier 3 alive.
But they pulled all of Liquid back to their base is the big thing, and now Weeha, he's a Meepo. This is the dream for a Meepo, is when you do force an enemy into their base like this, you just, your Meepos, push out all the lanes, farm extra camps, and you guys can hold this aggressive stance and kind of chokehold them inside of their base. Liquid's trying to use this smoke to get themselves out there, maybe catch the Meepo when he is going for this push. This could be a pretty nice read by them.
Oh yeah, if they can get the jump. They're feeling that he could be on their side of the map's not the case. He is a lot deeper. He's farming very safely with the rest of his Meepo army, and safe enough that it will not be found by this movement from Liquid.
Yeah, they'll know this is happening. Look at those creeps. Creeps are hitting their base, so immediately you know that Liquid is most likely smoking down on that bottom side. Weehaw shifts himself toward the top jungle and now rejoins his team.
And this is just all in all so far. Solid performance from Nigma with the Meepo lineup. And we are showing that this very much is a hero that if they seize a chance to get it in a great opportunity, he's going to be able to play a brilliant game. 7-0-2, no deaths on the Meepo this match. As Mickey caught alone in the jungle, things just continuing to go to Nigma's advantage. And with this Meepo just accruing the mass that he has, it's just hard to see a way that Liquid's going to ever be able to shut him down now.
I'm just looking at the Queen of Pain attack animation. I just love it.
Oh, is that the whip?
Yep.
Another whip?
Yeah, I'm just so distracted.
There we go. Tiger is going to try and commit. They do have the fair, pushing him back, and in fact, he's falling fast and he's dead. All right, they're finally able to get that kill on Weehaw, and to be honest, he died pretty darn quickly there with a full combo coming out. GH is going to try and fight on, and Weehaw is going to buy back. Tiger will fall outside the base. Quaper trying to beat through the cogs to get up to the high ground, but Kura's in with the Death Ward. He has got the invis, but the dust is there upon him. False promise comes out from Insane as they desperately try and get him back to the base on the side. Boxy being chased, Roots upon him. E-bladed as well. They've got the burst, bringing him low. Tiger rolls forward. Boxy's able to leave the side. The kickers walk from Tiger, keeping Boxy alive. He's pushing him back in the midst of it all. The Quaper surrounded. They kill the SF. Quaper's got no buyback. Weehaw steps over to OK. The Meepo buyback paying off big time as they're just cleaning up Liquid, pushing them back to the fountain. Tiger's dead without buyback. So will Mickey fall. As this game looks to be well and truly Meepo'd. Weehaw may have had a rough one on the Invoker in game one, but this game, a very, very smooth performance from him. 8-1 and 6 ending it up. They'll take tier 4s. Nigma can move on to the Ancient. They'll kill off Boxy before the final GG is likely to be called. A buyback comes out. Boxy fighting to the last moments, but this game is over. Game 2, 26 minutes in. Nigma will equal. It was just perfect. They knew exactly what they wanted to run with this Meepo lineup. Liquid, they had a pick or two to try and